Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. Shill Destroyer. We're on Wednesday the 15th, and funny enough, the moon was out last night, and I was surprised because the night before, to me it's a full moon, face on, and I say literally face on. But yeah, it was out last night and I didn't see it. I was looking for it, and then all of a sudden I went to see. Sometimes, you know, because it keeps changing positions, I kind of know that if it's out, where it'll be. And I went out about 11 o'clock at night and suddenly it was there, but I was looking at about 10 o'clock at night. I couldn't see it in the whole sky, right? So, but you know, if you can't see all the contours, there's nothing that's looking different to you to the moon you saw 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, or however long, you know. But then I don't know what to say, right? I don't know why that is, why some people can see it and some people can't, and maybe that's the case, right? But you know, we've already proved that there's definitely something going on with the moon. We've been out, we've done videos at 3 in the morning after it's disappeared, and it suddenly just appeared 3 days later, right? You know, so you can't, if you're in denial and you want to say I'm talking shit, that's fine, I don't care, right? But people out there have been following me long enough and have been doing the things I've been telling them, you know, through what I've been doing, already know, innit? So yesterday I pointed out that we finally had a day where the whole sky wasn't filled with clouds, right? And it's, you know, to me it's because all of a sudden ascot's on. that's the reason. It might only be down the south, right? I mean, we're about an hour's drive from Ascot, but it might just be down the south. Tell me if you're up the north, was it like that, right? Today I walk out and it's another just clear, beautiful day, but they're now like really sort of spraying, and you know, again, clear as, you know, straight in your face, because the sky's so clear. People should be able to notice this now, right? Well, why yesterday was there no spray? Well, actually there was later on in the afternoon, all this hazy crap, and there's one or two like lines, but why yesterday was it like pretty much all clear, but today all of a sudden, oh, now it's because of the temperature above and blah de blah, whatever bullshit they come out with for why it's a, you know, a contrail, you hear the word contrail, right, rather than a chemtrail, right? But yeah, they've been spraying the fuck out of the sky this morning. So I've sort of like brought it outside. I know my camera's not going to pick it up, you know, but if you can see anything, you might see a haze in the sky. But otherwise, there you go, pretty cat there, pretty cat down there. we'll give it a garden. We'll give it a garden view. So yeah, I don't know what, you know. But if people are still ignorant to what's going on in the sky, and a lot of people are, I just watched like this morning, you know, mums and dads who have taken their kids to school walking back, and a couple of them are just walking along the road, completely oblivious to anything around them, because they're walking up the road, both of them staring into their phones, right? Just walking along the road, just staring into their phones. I think, wow. Like, that's a proper addiction. When you're walking down the road and you've still got to stare into a screen, do you see how addictive to that thing you are, right? We know the majority are addicted now to their telephones, right? Like we said, the worst drug you can give to a child is a mobile phone, right? You are bringing on addiction. And I see it in the pubs all the time. People just can't leave their phones alone. You think, why? You know, I don't know why you spend the money, mate. Get some beers and just sit and watch it. Look at your phone, innit? Sit at home, just get a few cans. Like, you save yourself fortune, right? But so it's all kicking off, and it's about to kick off. Something's coming, right? 2022 is a big year for them. We know that, right? 800 years after the Golden Bull, we've got this war going on where they're still telling you get needles in your arms because you're going to protect others. But how are you protecting others, right? You know, it's just nuts to me that people are not listening to what they're saying. Oh yeah, it's very important you keep getting the drugs in your arms because you protect others. But no, the others have had the drugs, but they can still pass it, they can still catch it. So how are you protecting them exactly, right? But you know, still pushing for the drugs in the arms. It's just, you know, it's just fucking nuts, isn't it? What they're doing. But we're 1 week away. Well, yesterday the moon being out was 1 week away from the summer solstice, of course. So again, you know, usually quite a big day on their calendar. So I'm expecting something, but then we expect something on so many dates and nothing occurs, and then we get some right, and so, you know, it's a bit of one of them, isn't it? But the 21st would surely have to be a big date this year. We got, you know, something's got to be coming soon, right? The headlines have to change. They can't just keep pushing royals, you know, and this war, right? The war where, you know, David is kicking the arse off Goliath, right? So who knows? And there's like, you know, I'm not really looking at much at all anymore. It's really nice actually when you get away from the screens and the politics and the news and the daily bullshit they feed the people, the fear porn. You know, when you're not watching all of that and you're not seeing it, you know, it's good for your mind. You know that, people, right? You start to use your own mind. You can actually start to think for yourself. You can actually start to, you know, work things out in your own mind. Figure yourself out. Become a better man or woman, right? But I know we're never going to be sitting here and the whole world's suddenly going to go, yeah, you're right, let's get rid of our screens, right? And they're all going to throw their phones in the bins and chuck their tellies out the window. But those who are listening, who are still like can't let go of that little screen in their pocket, just, you know, have a think, right? Just do your best. If you know you're addicted, then try and break the addiction, right? I was there, you know. I used to have the phone, the television. Used to be, well, as you know, when we was doing, I mean, even when you was doing like when I was doing the reporting on the world back in the day, when we was allowed to have Facebooks and YouTubes, it was still a kind of addiction there, right? Even though I was more passionate about telling people to stop being pricks. And to give them the reason why, and why they're wrong, why they're doing this, and why it's wrong, right? Not just to say you're being a prick, but to show them evidence of why. But of course, it's only good for so many years, isn't it? Most people don't want to hear it, they don't want to listen to it, they can't hear it. So, but we try, right? We didn't know that at the time. If we'd known that at the time, would we have stayed quiet? I doubt it, but maybe I would have just found good people who could hear, right, and not spoken to those who I knew would, you know, immediately showed me they were deaf, dumb and blind. So we'll see what today brings. But yeah, we got like a white haze in the sky now. All those lines they're putting in the sky are turning into a white haze like normal. Maybe we'll have a white sheet blanket, maybe they'll cover the sun to a certain extent, but the sun's still booming at the moment. No clouds. The clouds are, all these clouds since February just, you know, disappeared. So it would be a normal without the sprays like yesterday. a normal sky. Everyone must have noted the normal sky. Now we're getting the heat, right? Because obviously they've not filled the sky with their cloud machines. And that's the first day I've seen it, I think, since February. Maybe we had one day, I don't know. I can't remember one day. If anyone can, let me know. But I can't remember one day since February, when right at the beginning of February is when I say summer started this year, because it was boiling hot in the morning for an hour or two, and then all this cloud comes along and it just obviously lowers the temperature massively, right, when you're blocking the sun. So yeah, we'll see what comes, people, but keep watching. Look, keep watching for that moon. It can't be out tonight. If it's out tonight, I'll be really shocked, because that'll be an extra 2 nights to me. I mean, maybe it was like 3.99 quarters the night before, right? But you can't see you know, before we said it looked like a face side on. You see, now it's like a full on, and I said it looks like it's half a face halfway through when we first suddenly saw the moon, right? And it was a half. I pointed out, it looks like half a face, like the one-eyed symbol they always do, right? Popping out of somewhere like an arch, right? And now you can see like both ears. You know, you can see the contours, people. It's like what? But you know, people out there, if you say it to them and they're not looking and they can't be asked, they're just going, "Oh, you're crazy! Oh, you're there." I know everything about the world because the television tells me, and I'm a university A-leveler, so I appease loads of people by just agreeing whatever they told me, right? I'm saying, yes, that's correct, because you're the professor, so you know, you're the smart one, right? Fucking idiots. But there we go, guys. But I thought I'd let you know, and just like do a nice in the morning in the garden, you know, and show you a bit of the sky. But not that you'll probably see it, 'cause this camera don't pick up that sort of stuff, right? Anyway, have a good one, guys, and we'll speak soon.